Hey guys, what's going on? Today is Sunday, June 15th, 2008, and I am vlogging from Soho. It's a really beautiful mid-evening, I guess. It's like 8 o'clock, but it's so sunny out today. The sun is going down. Huh. I just wanted to give you a little glimpse. So, the Tony Awards are tonight, and I am excited because I'm about to go to a viewing party for the Tony Award. It's pretty gay what I'm about to go do. My friend Chris is a bartender at a piano lounge in Hell's Kitchen, which is like the new gay neighborhood in New York. And there's going to be a big, like piano bars in general are really gay. And then on top of that, like we're watching the Tonys, so it's gonna be a really gay evening. I'm excited. Not much going on. I guess this is kind of, you know what? I'm not embarrassed. I love Arby's. Arby's is something that I grew up on in Texas. It was just, like oxygen. And there used to be one Arby's here in Manhattan, all the way downtown, like it was on 6th Avenue and West 3rd Street, and I used to go there all the time because, I was new to New York and I was broke, and it was, you could get 5 roast beef sandwiches for $5, and hello, it was good. So I was devastated when they got rid of it and they turned it into, I think it's an eyeglasses store now or something. I spit on it every time I walk past. I was like, you are not Arby's! Anyway, the only time I ever get to enjoy Arby's is whenever I leave the city and go on a trip somewhere with somebody who's driving, and we get to go to Arby's, and that doesn't happen very often. So while I was back in Texas, I got to have some, and I have been craving it. So the other day, on Friday the 13th, I went online to Arbys.com, and it hadn't occurred to me to do this, and I went to the store locator to look up the closest one to New York City. And the first thing that popped up was an address in New Jersey. Now, normally I don't go to New Jersey, but lately I've been going there a lot because I found an IKEA, and I found this great mall, and there's a Chili's, and it's really funny because I will not go like downtown for someone's birthday party, but I will travel to the ends of the earth for some Arby's or for some food that I really like. So yeah, so I found out that there was one in New Jersey near a mall somewhere, and I called the mall. I got directions. I figured out how to take the train to get out there. I was ready to go, and then I scrolled down the list and I noticed that there was one in Queens, which is in New York City. It's one of the boroughs. So, and I kind of know Queens. So I was like, So I took the train and I went in search of Arby's. I went all the way out to Queens. And I was walking around, and it was some generic address like, 900 Queens Boulevard. And I was like, I don't know what that is. So I'm walking around in Queens. It's hot. It is disgusting and sticky. There's a highway I'm walking around, and I'm just like, I had a moment where I had to really look at myself and think about my priorities in life, because I was walking around in the heat on a June afternoon in a borough I never go to, which I would never go to for anybody, all in search of roast beef. It was not a low moment, but it was a moment that called for introspection. Definitely. I was going into random stores, like, do you know where Arby's is? And like, I was on a mission. And finally, I just couldn't find it, so I called information, and I called the Arby's, and I was like, where exactly are you? And they're like, oh, we're inside the mall, in the food court. And I was like, the Queens Mall? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, inside of a mall, where there's like a Target and everything else that I love. And I turned, and it was like out of a movie. The wind was blowing, and I was running. There were like tears of joy streaming down my face, and I ran towards the food court, and I was just like, I'm coming! Everybody's looking at me right now. I don't care. They're just jealous. Jealous? What? Jealous? So yeah, I was so excited. I ran into the mall. I went to the food court and it was right there. And they were having a sale. Did you know for $11 you can get the #3 roast beef combo? That's the giant roast beef combo with curly fries and a drink, and 4 junior roast beef sandwiches. Yes, 4. No, I didn't eat all of them. I gave 2 of them to Nick, but it was a lot of Arby's. Oh, and it was so good. And after that, I walked around the mall. It was sort of my bad attempt at cardio. I was like, well, if I walk around the mall, then at least I'm working some of this off. I go into Aldo and I find the pair of shoes that I've been looking for forever. Oh my god. They're just like these little loafers that you slip on and they just look cute with everything, especially in the summertime when you're wearing like capris. Yes, I am that guy who wears capris. Except on me, you know, because I'm so short, they just look like high water pants. But I don't care, I love them and I wear them anyway. So I got them in white, in black, and in brown. Not brown, excuse me, it's called cognac. Oh my god, it was a very exciting day. And then I went to Target and it was just lots of fun. So Friday the 13th was a good day. Yesterday was Saturday, and there is this woman sitting over there just staring at me. I'm tempted to just point the camera at her. Last night I went to a birthday party at this bar down in the East Village called Angels and Kings, and I saw some of my friends and it was really nice to see them. Oh, and I have so much to say about the last Battlestar episode, but for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, I'll hold off. There are 2 guys walking by wearing the same outfit. See them? Party was a lot of fun. All of my friends got new tattoos. It's really weird. Like, I can't really commit to a tattoo. I'm really curious what makes people get them, you know? Nick has one. Nick has a really cute one on his like leg. And it's like a little cup of tea. And tea, I think the Lithuanian word for tea is arbata, which is where he gets his name from, and it's really cute to have it on there, on his little leg. So I don't know what I would get, you know. I automatically think that it should be like a graphic, and then I think like, well, what would I want? Like, I really like seahorses. I think that like a seahorse little tattoo is kind of cute because I think they're really peculiar animals, and like, I love that the male seahorse is the one who carries the babies and gives birth. I think that's awesome. I think that's so cool. So I would kind of like want a seahorse. They're very subversive and unique, and they have pretty little shapes, and I like that. So maybe a seahorse. Or a phrase. I really like when people have like phrases tattooed on them. My friend Carrie got one that says, "Awake and unafraid," and I think that's really cool. Trying to think about what I would want, and I'm not really sure. You know, one thing that I always really liked was that song by Pinocchio, and I'm not even a big Pinocchio, like, I saw the movie once when I was little, but I always liked that song. I got no strings to hold me down, to make me laugh, to make me frown, or something like that. I had strings, but now I see there are no strings on me. I just love that song, and when I was going through my whole cancer thing, at the end of it, I just felt so good, and I felt like I had no strings. There were no strings on me. I was done, and so that whole no strings thing, that would be kind of a nice little... I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I need to go to this Tony Awards viewing party. Not that I can drink, because I'm back on the master cleanse. That is all I've had for 2 days. Yeah, like even last night at the bar, I was sitting, everyone had their cocktails, and I wanted so bad to have like a mojito or rum and coke or skinny black bitch or something like that, but I'm sitting there with my like 64 ounce $2 jug of juice. Like, hey guys, what's up? Woohoo! One for my homies.